Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? It's Wednesday, and I have a tremendous stack of stuff to show you. So let's jump right into it right now. Okay, so first thing, I picked up just 4 single issues this week, or 4 new single issues this week. New ones. So we'll take a look at those real quick. We have the last and final issue of Fade Out, number 12. I'm pretty sure it's the last issue, and I'm probably going to read it and be like, oh, okay. And then I'll have to go back and reread the entire thing and probably get it a lot better. This one has been not my favorite Brubaker and Phillips story. But maybe it's better than I thought when I read it all together. So we'll give that a try. And then we have Archie, number 5. I've been loving this. Except Fiona Staples is off of it this issue. I believe she only did the first 4, I think. So we'll see how that goes. But Mark Waid is still writing it for now. And I like that. And then we have Paper Girls number 4. Unexpectedly good, title. I picked this up, the first issue up, as a recommendation from my local comic shop manager. Picked it up and liked it, so excited to read that. And last but not least, probably the one I'm most excited about this week, Swamp Thing, number 1 of 6. Since Swamp Thing has been gone, I've been fiending for some more, and very excited to have this in my hand now. It's a mini-series, but I'm just stoked that they're making more Swamp Thing. Len Wein did that one, is writing that, so awesome. Original writer of Swamp Thing. And also new this week, I got this, I think it came out last week, it actually came out last week, but my shop only... they only got 1 or 2, and they were in people's polls, so I had my shop manager order one for me, and I'm super stoked about it, and that is Lock and Key, Shades of Terror adult coloring book. So just black and white pages of scenes from Lock and Key, which has been probably one of my favorite titles that ever. So pretty stoked about that. Now I can color like an adult. Next we're gonna jump into this is gonna be a mix of back issues and trades. They're all kind of jumbled up, but for reasons. So you'll see. First, this is all one title. Something I'm giving a second try. The first time I read this, it was borrowed from a friend in trade form, but now I found all these sitting at Second and Charles, so I decided to pick them up. I still have to figure out how many more I need to get before I can read it all, but it's Casanova. This is Luxuria 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have Gullah 1, 2, 3, and 4. and a Veritia one. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly wrong, but I do what I can. 2, 3, and 4. So, like I said, I gotta look into seeing what I'm missing as far as all the Casanova stuff, but I also have to look into seeing which order I'm supposed to read these in. But pretty stoked to find such a huge chunk. And then, yeah, we'll just jump into these then. If you watched, I forget which haul video it was that I did, but like a couple weeks ago, I think, I picked up book 1 of this. This is The Score, book 2, Piranha Press. I haven't read it, but I saw it at Second and Charles, and I was like, $1, okay. We'll continue whatever story I had known nothing about. So, whatever. It was there. I picked it up. And then also, I found this Strangers in Paradise Volume 1 that I picked up for pretty cheap. If you remember a while ago, I had the pocketbook edition trades. I was having a hell of a time trying to find the other ones. I think I only had like 2 of them, and there's 6 total, and I couldn't find all the other ones. So I traded those in and decided I would find another way to read Strangers in Paradise. I actually, at the time I traded them in, I tried to trade them in, get cash for the hardcover omnibuy, that my local comic shop had on sale, but they sold before I got there, so I got screwed. Anyway, long story short, Strangers in Paradise, Volume 1. Next, this pile, not really pile, just a little bit, but Stray Bullets, number 14, and number 15. Now I think I have issues 1 through 21, I want to say, and then a few here and there, but found those. That was pretty cool. And also, these I'm going to show you now, I got from Amazon because my sister gave me a gift card for Christmas. So, Stray Bullets, Volume 4, Dark Days, and Stray Bullets, Volume 6, Killers. Now, here's the thing. I'm not sure if there is a Volume 5. I've been looking all over for it because I have 1 through 4 and 6 now. If anybody knows if there's a Volume 5 out there, please let me know so I can look even harder. But it is nowhere on eBay, Amazon, in-stock trades, cheap graphic novels. Even on Wikipedia, when I looked, there was no mention of a Volume 5. So, I don't know if I should be on the lookout for when it gets released, or if there just isn't going to be one. I am collecting it in singles as well, so eventually I'll have all of it, but I like to read things in trade form. I'm just going to put it out there. If I have to read in singles, I'll do so, but I just would rather have the trades on my shelf. They look nice. But yeah, if you guys know if there's a Volume 5, please let me know. That would be great. And last but not least, I have a big stack of another title that if you watched my 3-year anniversary video, I had said that this is a character that I've been really wanting to get into, but just haven't taken the plunge yet. And that is Cerebus. Now, this is Cerebus bi-weekly, issue 1, which is just a reprint of the original issue 1. I looked it up online or on eBay, and an actual issue 1 of Cerebus is going for ridiculous money. And of course, they're all slabbed. You can't find them not in a slab. So I actually picked this up after I picked up the rest of this. I went back and picked it up because I wanted to see what the first issue was like, so I could get a feel for the beginning of Cerebus. So bi-weekly number 1. I didn't pick up any of the other bi-weekly stuff they had there. The way I see it, if I want to pick up the rest of the first run of Cerebus, there are other ways I can do so. But I did come across some other Cerebus stuff that I wanted to pick up, like Cerebus number 0. I'm fairly certain this did not come before Cerebus number 1, but I saw it there and I was like, oh, I'll pick it up, because like most other 0 issues, I'm guessing it's kind of on its own. So pick that up. And also, I have no idea about this, but this is the Cerebus World Tour book from 1995. It has a bunch of, like, featuring the name of the game is Diamondback. The morning after. What happened between issues 20 and 21? Magicking, Silver Spoon, A Night on the Town, Cerebus Dreams, and that guy. I don't know what that's about. So, I don't know. Thought it was interesting. We'll see how it goes. And then I wanted to get a run of, if you've ever looked into Cerebus, Cerebus is split up into story arcs, but they're big story arcs, like lasting the span of possibly a year. The first big chunk of Cerebus is just called Cerebus. Then there's High Society. Then there's Church and State. And then there's Mothers and Daughters. Like, there's just a bunch of titles of Cerebus. I saw one that started with number 1 and went to number 12. That's not the entire run. That's not the entirety of this run, but I thought it was a pretty decent chunk to get me started, and that is Cerebus Guys. What it looks like is just Cerebus is in a bar, is what it looks like from these covers, but this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I have a pretty good chunk there. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to understand it because it's broken up into chunks, and I don't know if there's the underlying story. I'm guessing there is, but I'm not going to have that. But I wanted to give it a shot. Actually, a funny story about me picking up this Cerebus stuff. I just took some stuff back to Second and Charles to turn in, and I expected like maybe $15, $20, whatever. And I was just going to buy as much Cerebus as I could get for whatever I turned in. So not a huge commitment, just basically it's all free, whatever. So I turn in my stuff, I go looking, they have a huge chunk of Cerebus singles that I just start sorting through because they're all mixed up. Start sorting through everything, have them set up, and my number gets called. So I go up there, and the guy's like, I can give you, for everything you turned in, I can give you $53 cash or $95 store credit. And I was just like my eyes got super wide, and I was like, store credit, of course, because I'm there all the time. But I went back to the piles of Cerebus singles that I had sorted out, and I was like, do I really want to grab like 95 issues of a title that I'm not certain on, and none of them are complete? So I thought the better of it, grabbed just a few, went to the trades section, and found these. So Cerebus High Society, which is volume 2, I picked that up for, I think it was $10. And then Church and State Volume 1. Church and State is actually broken up into 2 like telephone book sized trades. This is actually Volume 3 of the entire story. I had seen all of these trades on their shelves previously and didn't pick them up. I should have, because when I went online to look for like Volume 1 and Volume 4, they're crazy expensive, especially if you're trying to get first printings. I think I might just go with reprints and pick them up for $20. But then there's like $6 in shipping for them. So I'm back and forth. Like I said, when I was talking about the bi-weekly issue 1, about finding other ways to read it, the trade is what I'm talking about. I think I will probably pick that one up if I read in like this stuff that I picked up already. Like I said, I'm completely uncertain. I know very, very, very little about Cerebus. So we'll see. I have a ton of other stuff to read, but I think I might jump into that real soon just to get a feel for it. If I don't like it, I can always just take the stuff back to Second and Charles and get trade in. Not as much as I spent, but of course I can still get some. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. After I read some of it, maybe I'll do a video on it and let you guys know. But that's everything I picked up this week. I'm pretty happy with my first haul of 2016. A lot of stuff, let's be honest. That I'm pretty stoked about. I'm pretty happy with what I got. So I hope you guys have a great day, a new comic book day. I hope you guys got out to your shops and got what you wanted. And I'll see you guys next time.